Hi and welcome to a new tutorial. Today we're going to crochet the Tube Thing Katrin, and it's one of our patterns from the Woolpedia magazine. So that's the tube thing. This is how it looks like originally. It's called the tube thing because it's actually a tube thing. So you can wear it in many different ways. You can use it as a cowl or as a poncho. When it's long enough, you can wear it as a usual scarf. You can pull it over your head and use it as a hood, and of course also as beautiful jewelry, and also as an alternative to shawl. So if you don't like wrapping shawls, it's also a great thing to wear your tube thing as a shawl but not have to wrap it around. I'm working with our handmade gradient yarns, and this one is called Wildblume. These are 1000 meters of 4-ply yarn. This is a shawl gradient from the outside, and it's perfect for such projects if you're increasing, so your gradient parts will stay approximately equal to your work. Because you're increasing all the time, your work will grow and will be bigger and longer, and this gradient works with your project. And because it is a shawl gradient from the outside, we will work this yarn cake also from the outside. So I would recommend to unravel these cakes always from the outside so they won't collapse. So I'm working with a 3mm crochet hook, but it's always different for every individual. You will also need a tapestry needle for sewing your ends later. And of course scissors. Let's go! Create a simple slip knot and leave a longer tail. Create a circle, put the long strand under the circle and pull it through. This creates a loop. Then insert your hook through the loop and tighten, but not too tight. Now chain 120 stitches. Yarn over and pull up a loop. And again yarn over, pull up a loop. And so on until you've got 120 stitches. If you've got some stitches more or less at the end, it doesn't matter, it's not relevant for the pattern. So these are our 120 stitches, and now let's crochet row 1. Chain 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Now let's count to the 3rd stitch and crochet a double crochet into this stitch. So how to do a double crochet? Yarn over, insert your hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. You've got 2 stitches left, yarn over and pull through 2, and that's your double crochet. These 2 chain stitches at the beginning are a replacement for a double crochet at the beginning of each row. So now crochet a double crochet into each stitch of your chain. So this is our first row of double crochets. I like this look very much. Yeah, and now let's join this into a circle. We're going to work in joining rounds, so we're going to start and to end each round. And I also would like to show you how to do an invisible round join. For this, enlarge your last loop, and then we're going on the opposite side through the stitch, not over the 2 chain stitches, but over the double crochet. So you stitch through the stitch over the double crochet from behind, and then you're going to take your loop and we're going to pull this loop through this double crochet stitch. Make sure that your work is not twisted. So you can see now that the new loop created a new stitch which we skipped. So it is a replacement for the stitch over the 2 chain stitches. So now let's start a new round by chaining 2 stitches. And actually I've got a very loose tension, so if your tension is very high, I would recommend to chain 3 stitches instead. And now let's crochet 12 rounds of double crochets. I will show you how to join the round one more time. So that's our first round, and we're going to crochet a double crochet also through the next stitch that you can see where I'm stitching through, and this is the back side, so you can see these 2 chain stitches there, and then you just crochet your usual double crochet. So this way we are hiding the 2 chain stitches on the back side. And now enlarge your loop, and then you go from the back side through the loop over the double crochets. You stitch through, and then you bring the yarn to the back, and then pull the loop through your stitch. So, and that's the invisible yarn joint, so you don't see the seam anymore. And now let's chain 2 and continue our work. So crochet the double crochet. So we need 11 additional rounds, and then we'll meet again. So, and these are 13 rounds of our tube thing. So this is how the join looks like, so way better than the usual seam. And let's have a look inside. Yeah, these are the chain stitches. Now let's do a round with back post double crochets. I like to tighten that stitch, so that looks way better. So for the back post double crochets, chain 1 will be enough. We don't have that much height as double crochets. So how to do these back post double crochets? For this, yarn over, and we're going through the fabric from the back side to the front, and we're wrapping around the next double crochet, and we're going back to the back side, and then yarn over and pull up a loop, and you've got 3 loops on your hook like a usual double crochet, and then yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. That's your back post double crochet. So with a back post, we are wrapping the yarn around a double crochet stitch. We're not going through this stitch, through the loops actually. So one more time, go under this double crochet from back to front and back again, and then yarn over and pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops on your hook, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Yeah, and that's what we'll be doing for this round. So just back post double crochets for this round. Yeah, and that's our first round with back post double crochets. This is how it looks like. And now we're going to join this round as usual. And also here again, enlarge your loop. and then we're going to stitch from behind through the stitch over the back post double crochet. So just stitch through and then take your loop and pull it through. Make sure that your yarn is on the back side. And also tighten this stitch a bit more. And now we're going to crochet double crochets again. So chain 2 for this round and then crochet double crochets as we've done before. So that round is done, double crochet round, and now let's join this round as usual. Enlarge your loop and then go from the back side and pull it through. And now let's crochet around with front post double crochets. I'm going to chain 2 for this case. So how to do front post double crochet? For that, yarn over, and we're going through the fabric from the front to the back side and to the front side again. Then yarn over and pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops on your hook, and then pull through 2 and pull through 2. And that's your front post double crochet. So we're wrapping around the double crochet again, but from the front side. So you go to the back side and then the front side again, and then pull up a loop and pull through 2 and pull through 2. And yeah, and we are continuing this in this round. So crochet only front post double crochets across the round, and then we'll meet again. So here we are, front post double crochets round, and I've got 1 stitch left, so let's do this together. But I also wanted to show the back side. These are the chain stitches. This is how it looks like. And now let's do 1 more front post double crochet. So when wrapping around here at the join, make sure that you not grab the chain stitches and just the double crochet, and then finish your stitch, and then join as usual. Enlarge your loop, stitch from behind through the double crochet stitch, and then pull it through this stitch and tighten. So the next round will be again double crochets, so chain 2 for this and crochet double crochets across the round as usual, and we will meet again after this round. So here we are. Now we're going to crochet 1 round of back post double crochets as shown here, and then again 1 round with double crochets. So for the back post double crochets, chain 1, that's enough, and then we're going from behind to the front and to the back again. So we are wrapping around these double crochets, and we are working our back post double crochets, and we are wrapping around these stitches. And don't forget, after this round, 1 round of double crochets, just usual double crochets, and then we will meet again. So here we go. These are 2 additional rounds, back post and usual double crochets. And let's have a look at this gorgeous gradient. I like this gradient so much. It's so friendly and a very nice summer look. So now let's do the increase together. We are going to have a fixed increasing point, and this will be on the opposite side of our seam. So we have to fold our work and to find the opposite side. So it's approximately, you don't have to count, stitches. Now let's crochet double crochets until this increasing point, and for this chain 2 as usual, and then crochet double crochets until the opposite side. So here we are, that's approximately the half of our tube. So now let's increase together, and we're crocheting something like a peak. And for this we're going to crochet everything into the next stitch, and for this we're going to crochet 2 double crochets in one stitch, then chain 2 and crochet 2 more double crochets all in one stitch. And this is how it looks like. So after this we're going to crochet double crochets as usual, and that's round 1, and we need 10 rounds at all. From now on we're going to increase in every round, so we will keep this increasing point, and I will show you how to do this in the next round. So we're going to crochet in this tip again, continue to crochet the double crochets as usual, don't forget to join the round as usual, and we will meet again at the tip. So here we are again, you can see the tip and the double crochets, and what we're going to do now is we're going to continue our pattern and wherever round you are. So we're going to crochet the double crochets here as usual, and then we're going to increase into the chain space, so you crochet 2 double crochets into this space, then chain 2 and also 2 more double crochets through the same chain space. Yeah, and then continue to crochet your pattern. So in this case double crochets across the round. Join the rounds as usual. We've got 10 rounds at all, so this is round number 2. Don't forget to increase. We're increasing in every round, and we'll meet again after 10 rounds. So, and this is how my work looks like so far, and here's the tip. It will give you a gorgeous look on your body, so when wearing this tube thing it gives you such a nice jewelry look. And now we're going to repeat the post double crochet section again, but with increases. So we're going to crochet this part. It actually won't change at all, though the pattern will be repetitive from now on, but what we will have is the increase in every round, and I will show you how to do it. Now let's chain 1, and we're going to crochet back post double crochets as we've done before. So it does not change, you repeat the previous pattern. Continue to crochet this way until the tip. So here we are again, our tip, and I've got 1 double crochet left, and I'm going to crochet a back post double crochet, and then we're going to increase, and we're doing also the same here. We're going to crochet 2 double crochet through the chain space, then chain 2, and again 2 double crochets through the chain space, and then we're continuing to crochet the back post double crochets. So it can be flimsy for the first one, but you will get used to it. And then just continue across the round. Yeah, that's how it looks like. And I'm going to continue with the back post double crochets. Afterwards, we're going to have an additional round with double crochets only, so you can do it already. And then we'll meet again. Don't forget to increase. And that's our work so far. So 1 round back post and 1 round double crochets, and that's the tip. And now we're going to continue to crochet the front post double crochet round, and we're going to do it as usual. So chain 1 stitch and then wrap your hook around the double crochet and go through 2 and go through 2, and continue to do this until you reach the tip. So at the tip again, we are going to increase, and as usual crochet 2 double crochets through the chain space, and the second one, then chain 2 and crochet 2 more double crochets through the chain space. Now continue to crochet the front post double crochets across the round and join the round as usual, and after this don't forget to crochet an additional double crochet round and always increase through the tip. And these are the rounds we've done before, the front post and double crochet round only. And now we're going to repeat the back post double crochet round and an additional double crochet only round. So chain 1 and crochet your back post double crochets as usual, as you've done before, across the round. So the increase through the tip will be the same. You know how to do that. And don't forget the additional round with double crochets only after the back post double crochets, and then we will meet again. And that's our work so far. So this is how it looks like. And if you fold your tube thing, you can see this triangle shape. And now let's repeat the pattern that we've done before. So the 10 rounds of our double crochets, and then all the rounds from the back post double crochets, front post, double crochets, back post, and again double crochet. So we're going to repeat this whole section as long as you want. Don't forget the tip, so it will be all the time the same. Just repeat it until it's long enough, until you want it, or until your yarn is running out. So I've got this part left, so that's a lot, and I'm just going to finish or to use up all my yarn. I'd like to show you how to sew your loose ends, and I'm going to do this with this beginning thread where we have to close the gap, and you can do this for all your loose ends. So just take a tapestry needle and thread the yarn through your needle. So here we go. I would like to sew my ends on the inside, so you usually don't see this side. And I'm going to stitch through the very first stitch of my work to close this gap. And just tighten. And you first create a knot, so I'm going somewhere on the other side through the yarn and again through the yarn, that just to tighten and to close this work. So we're just sewing from the inside, and then I'd like to tie a knot, and for this I'm stitching through a nearby stitch, and I'm going to stitch again through this stitch to create a loop, and then you're going to pull your yarn twice through this loop. Make sure to tighten this knot. Then I would like to hide my yarn, and I'm stitching through my fabrics, through my stitches on the inside in one direction. So just go whatever you see, just on the inside through the stitches. Make sure that your yarn is loose, so don't tighten that section, it should be very loose. And then just skip your last stitch and stitch backwards. So it does not have exactly the same way, but just just backwards through some stitches, and again pull the yarn through, but make sure that it's very, very loose, and then you can cut your yarn and then you're done. So this is how it looks like on the front side, and you can see that your yarn is hidden, and you can wash it, you can use it for blocking or whatever, it will work great. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. Happy crochet, guys. Have a lot of fun with our gradients. So I like them so much. I like this look and these colors and the feel of this super soft model yarn. I also like these tube things so much. They are so great for wearing, and you just don't have to wrap them around. It's such a great project. Yeah, happy crochet. Have a lot of fun, guys. So leave us a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe to be notified about new videos. And until next time, bye bye.